Hello friends, how are you? We're doing all right tonight. I'm glad to have you watching our video. I'm Alex, this is Ashleigh, we're the Chef Squared Co. I've been an executive chef for 30 years. Actually been a pastry chef for 10. We're doing a video called the Chef Challenge for the farmers markets in ASAP. We've got some awesome stuff here from a lot of the local vendors that we met and made friends with over at the farmers market. We've got Underground Bakery. We've got a Brona and a jalapeno pretzel from them and cheddar cheese. We've also got Tiny Bridge Farms, which we got some long purple pole beans. We've got Raspberry Fields, which we have a raspberry preserve from. We've got Honeybee Bliss, which we have a creamed honey and a wildwood honey, as wildflower honey. We have Garden of Griffin, which is an awesome skirt steak, which you guys will see shortly. And we have also a poblano pepper from them. We have Simply Caught Seafood, which is North Carolina sustainable seafood as well. These guys got everybody's got amazing products. We've got some green tail shrimp. We also have homemade pasta noodles from Miss Lana, which is a collaboration with us. She's got some of our spices. We do spice blends. She made a Mad Greek pasta and one of our Creepin' Cajun pasta. We have Spinning Spider Creamery. We've got their feta cheese. We've got Areno olive oil from another farm or another local vendor. We have, which is a Greek olive oil. We have microgreens from Grateful Bed Farms. They do amazing microgreens. These guys do a lot of stuff, and they also do some hydroponic stuff. So my restaurant guys, if you need microgreens, these are the guys to hit up. They do all kinds of stuff, and they will do stuff special for you. We also have fresh corn from Taylor Farms, and we also got some coffee, some excellent coffee from Sherwell Coffee, and we've actually created a special spice blend just for this Chef's Challenge. So a little bit about the Chef's Challenge. It's something the farmers markets are putting on in ASAP. As I'm a chef, I've been a chef, like I said. We're gonna create this meal, and it's your challenge to you guys to come out to the market this coming up Saturday in Hendersonville. And once you create this meal, you take a picture of it and you'll send it into ASAP, and you have a chance to win a $40 gift card from a farmer's market. So that's pretty cool. I mean, you're gonna get awesome products. Actually, guys, since we've been doing our spice company for the last 9 weeks, we haven't stepped foot into a local grocery store. We've bought like a big chain. We've only gotten from the farmers markets, the friends we've got, and the stuff is amazing. So you can tell a huge difference in local product, and being a chef, I like to support these local guys. And so for you guys to come out and get really nutritious food and healthy food that's grown here, you're supporting small farms, which means a lot to these guys because a lot of these people make a living from that. I know we do with the spices because some stuff happened with COVID, so we created our company and made spice blends. So we try to make it easier for you guys to be able to cook your foods using our spices with very minimal steps. So I'm gonna start showing you off how we've got the shrimp here from Simply Caught Seafood. We've got I've already got it marinated in our Don't Be Shellfish, Mad Greek, and lemon juice. We will have all these recipes for you guys this evening, so you'll be able to find them. So I use metal skewers just because you can wash them and use them again. You don't have to worry about throwing them away. But you're going to take the shrimp. You're going to go through after I've peeled and deveined them, they were fresh. You're going to go through the fat part of the shrimp, where the head is, and go through the tail to kind of push it on like this. And continue to do that. These are size 16, 20 shrimp, so you get anywhere from 16 to 20 shrimp per pound. That's what those numbers mean, if you guys don't know that. And I do know quite a lot about seafood. I've literally been in the restaurant business all my life. I grew up in it. My parents had restaurants as I was growing up as a child. So it makes it a little bit easier for me, and I kind of feel really good with seafood, and that's kind of what I specialize also in. So that's the shrimp skewers. There, as you can see, they're already pre-marinated on here, waiting to go into the grill. Right here, let me take my gloves off. Right here we have the skirt steak from the Garden of Griffin. They do awesome beef. And also it's got our spice rub on it. The new one we've got, it's going to be called Well Grounded. It's a coffee rub. We've got some also of the Sherwell coffee in there as well. We created this. It's got some of our other spice, proprietary spice blends that we have in there. So what I'm going to do if you come over to this bowl right here, Ashley, you don't mind, we've got the pretzel. It's the cheddar jalapeno pretzel from Underground, and the purple long beans from Tiny Bridge Farms. I'm sorry. And I've actually grilled those beans off. They're kind of like a mix. Guys are pretty amazing. I mean, they're about 1.5 to 2 foot long. You can see them. We've got them grilled off there and got them chilled. So that's what's it's almost in the member of the black eyed pea family. So now we're going to make a dressing to go on top of that salad to toss it, and we're also just a light amount in the dressing is going to go over that. And then once we grill the skirt steak and slice it, we'll put it on top of that as well a little bit. All right, so guys, we've got the blender here. This is the poblano pepper I got from Garden of Griffin as well. I did char it on the grill outside and de-seeded it. A lot of your heat comes from there and your indigestion. So we're going to take the poblano pepper, the whole one, put it in the blender. We're also going to take, this is the Raspberry Fields raspberry. They've got fresh raspberries, a lot of awesome raspberry product. This jam is awesome. The other night my wife caught me actually eating it out of the jar just for fun because it's so good. I'm going to put 3 teaspoons, so 1 tablespoon of the raspberry jam that they have in with a poblano pepper. I'll use the wrong spoon. Oh. 1 teaspoon of the creamed honey, which is creamed honey we use a lot in Europe. My dad's from Greece, so my background is Greek. We use a lot of creamed honey in Europe. I don't think it's used that much over here, but it's actually a really good product if you haven't used it much. That, and about 1 teaspoon of the wildflower honey that they have. Honeybee Bliss is an amazing product. And then about 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar. And then the Areno Hellenic olive oil. That one is available at the East Flat Rock Farmers Market and the Mills River Farmers Market. And then we're going to put a tiny bit of our Mad Greek seasoning in there to add a little bit of flavor to make it herbal as well. These little wooden teaspoons are 1/4 teaspoon, so I'm gonna put a 1/2 teaspoon in there. And a tiny bit of salt to start with. Hey guys, so now that you know the magical thing of video editing, we got this thing where you can make the blender be really, really quiet where you guys don't hear it go. So, because it's kind of loud. So here we've got the purple pole beans, the jalapeno cheddar pretzel from Underground Baking, and this is from Taylor Farms. It's a fresh grilled corn, and I just cut it off the cob. So we're gonna put that in their salad like that. And then this dressing, guys, is amazing. Just put a little bit in there. It's actually more of a vinaigrette because it has the red wine vinegar in there. But it's really good. It's kind of sweet, tangy. Just put it in there, stir it up. It's kind of a corn bean bread salad. It is a little bit spicy. The jalapenos they use are fresh and they are spicy, but they're really, really good. So that's the corn and bean bread salad. We're gonna let that marinate while we do this. And then we're gonna go outside to the grill and we're going to cook the skirt steak and the shrimp. And then we're gonna let them rest. While we rest, we're gonna do the pasta. So we'll see you guys outside on the grill. Hello, we're back again. We're in that mystery traveling time of video editing. So you see here, we've got the skirt steak and we've got the shrimp. The skirt steak does not take long to cook at all. It's kind of like a piece of meat. You want to cook it lightly and then serve it like medium rare is the most I would do. Take it, lay it across the grill. Got the grill on medium heat. That smells good. Put coffee on it. So we'll put this right here. And the shrimp will not take long either. And those are marinated in our Mad Greek and Don't Be Shellfish. So, and feel free when you come to the market to see us, to come by to our booth and talk to us, and we can help you out with anything you need. At Chef Squared, we're into the blue tent. Spot 65 at the Hendersonville Farmers Market. We're right beside the bright, big green dumpster. That's the easiest way to tell you, in front of the Mission downtown. All right, welcome back to my awesome porch. We'd love to hang out. So now we're gonna flip the stuff that's been here on the grill. A little quick flip.
How do you know when shrimp is done?
It goes from the dark, well, this is a green shrimp, a green tail shrimp, so it goes from like an opaque color to a white, and they start turning pink as well. And then there's the meat. Let me turn the light on so you can have a little bit more light to see. As you guys can see, there's a nice little thing.
Yum.
So there we go. It's gonna cook about another maybe minute or so. And then we're gonna pull it off and let it rest inside. And we're gonna show you guys the pasta dish that we've got going on with this. It's going all together. So we're kind of going all out tonight. All right, guys. So now we're gonna do the pasta. This is the Mad Greek pasta from Homemade Pasta Noodles. We collaborated together. She makes awesome pasta. It's her Mad Greek fettuccine. There's the water salt. Fresh pasta does not take long to cook. The water's already boiling and hot. So we'll put this in here. Let it go for a minute or two. Not much longer than that. It doesn't take much. All right. So here we go, guys. We're gonna pull out the water. Let it strain. So we're gonna make a Greek pasta that I made as a child. Grew up eating as well. The Greeks do a lot of pasta with like oregano and so that. So this is our Mad Greek pasta that Homemade Pasta Noodles is that. They took our Mad Greek seasoning and put it in her amazing pasta, which is fresh. So I heat up the pan. I like to get it on hot. I'm gonna put olive oil.
That's the Oreno olive oil.
The Oreno olive oil. And then I've got the Spinning Spider feta cheese. So once the pan's hot, get the oil a little bit hot, smoke temperature. Take the pasta. Normally you just toss these in a little bit of butter. You can toss them in olive oil before you serve them if you don't want to do them the way I'm doing them. I think this is pretty cool. Dump it right in there. And take the feta cheese. Dump it right in there. Like this. Let it get nice. The feta cheese will get kind of gooey. Man, that smells amazing. Reminds me of my grandma's house.
She was a mad herb geek.
Oh yeah. And you guys can see the feta starting to melt just a little bit. It is amazing feta. Got a good salt profile. All right. So that's it for this. Now we're going to go right over to plating, guys. I'm going to try to make it a reasonable size portion. Not a portion that I would normally eat. So there's that size right there. Okay. Cool. Alrighty, guys. So we've got our flank steak or our skirt steak here on the cutting board, waiting to be cut since it's been resting. The shrimp are right here in my little holding pan. I'm gonna hit them with a little bit of fresh lemon juice, tiny bit, and some more of the Oreno olive oil. Roll them a little bit in the lemon juice and the seasonings. So we're gonna take those, set them right on top of the, be careful not to burn yourself. I don't have much feelings in my fingers. That's why, as a chef, it kind of goes away. Just like that. I'm gonna take a little bit of our Mad Greek seasoning. Tiny bit. Sprinkle it on there. then some of these awesome purple radish microgreens that are a little bit spicy from Grateful Bed. Sprinkle that right on top there. And then we're going to cut this skirt steak. So you always, when you cut meat, you want to cut against the grain. I'm going to cut it in portions. Wow, that's beautiful. I wish you guys could smell this, but once you come by the booth and get some, you'll be able to smell it and taste it just like we do and enjoy it. So now we're going to take some of this, our corn, purple bean, and pretzel cheddar salad. Put it right here on the plate. Kind of going a Mediterranean and Southwest style tonight on this surf and turf. There's our salad. This beef is amazing. It's so beautiful and marbled. We'll lay that right on top. And then we're going to take some of the poblano raspberry vinaigrette again. Stir it up a little bit. Just go right on top of this. And then, of course, from our good friends at Grateful Bed, if you want to make any plate look awesome, and want some microgreens and want to add some zest to your salad, you get it right there. So, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate your time. Thank you to all our lovely friends at the farmers market that graciously gave us this food, and so we could make this amazing product with all stuff from North Carolina and some stuff that's, you know, imported, of course, like the olive oil and some of the spice blends, some of the spices that we buy from around the world to create these blends for you, which are all natural and preservative free. Thank you to ASAP, to the Hendersonville Farmers Market, all of our local markets, for allowing me the pleasure to do this. And thank you guys for watching this video. And I politely challenge you to try to recreate this dish. I would love to see what you guys do with our stuff and the stuff that the market provides. And some lucky winner is going to get an awesome $40 gift card from one of the markets. And we appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Hey guys, I'm Ashleigh from Chef Squared Co. We are a local spice company here in, we're located out of Flat Rock or Hendersonville, and we have been invited to do the Chef's Challenge by ASAP. And so I am a graduate of AB Tech. I'm not an Asheville local, or I'm not an Asheville native. I grew up in Charleston and moved up here about 11 years ago, and married the other chef of Chef Squared. So he does the savory stuff, I do the sweet stuff, which is what we're about to do tonight. So we got some awesome goodies from our friends at the Hendersonville Farmers Market. If you are watching, this is the Chef's Challenge. So you are going to be asked to duplicate what I'm making tonight. If you're going to submit pictures to ASAP, and you could have a chance to win a $40 market gift card. $40 gets you a long way at the farmer's market, okay? You get some awesome stuff. So, I'm gonna kind of talk about who we got stuff from, and then we'll get to parts of the dessert. So we're gonna start with us. So we're using our Cutie Pie Spice. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. We are using Underground Bakery's Bronut. It is a brioche donut with cinnamon sugar, and I'm going to kind of doctor it up a little bit more. We have Raspberry Fields. We're using their jam. They also have fresh raspberries, a raspberry syrup, multiple other things, but we're using their jam tonight. We are featuring Honeybee Bliss. They have an assortment of honey products. We're using their creamed wildflower honey, and we are also using...
And bee products. They also have awesome
and bee products, yes. We're also using their sourwood honey, which is local, and it's also seasonal. We also have some farmers market fresh made vanilla.
Show them the glass jar, what it normally comes in, and explain to them why we have a squeeze bottle.
Okay, so where'd it go? There it is. So Honeybee Bliss usually will give you a gorgeous 1 pound jar. This is their wildflower honey. So we have it in a squeeze bottle because we do Greek donuts called loukoumades, and we partnered with them, and we bought some of their sourwood honey, and that's what we use on our donuts when we do them at the market. So, but you guys will get them in the glass jars. So we also have some homemade vanilla, bourbon vanilla. So we're gonna use that as well.
That is from the little farm. We apologize, we forgot the name. They're underneath the bridge normally, and if you come to our tent, I'll be more than happy to take you to where they're located so you guys can get that vanilla because it is amazing. It's actually made with vodka, not bourbon.
Vodka, yes. Sorry.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with the Bronut. So what we're making tonight is a fall, like the end of summer fall yogurt parfait. So we're this weekend is going to be the Apple Festival if you're from Hendersonville, or if you're not. They are having a drive-through Apple Festival, but we will have lots of Apple products at the farmers market. So, oh, I forgot. Sorry. Our friends at Bright Branch Farms.
The best Honeycrisp apples I've had. And they've got amazing peaches and an awesome, awesome apple cider slushie that you get there at the market.
So good. So, I forgot. Apple Festival. We needed our apples, right? So, I'm going to start with the Bronut. So, I have cut it up into pieces. We're going to put it in the bowl. And I have a little bit of brown sugar and a little bit of granulated sugar, so you can see both in there. Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Sorry, cameraman malfunction, guys. Sorry. That's why I'm a chef and not a cameraman.
So we're gonna use that. If you have to, just
Yeah, I'll just hold it.
okay.
Excuse the scratching, guys. We are at home, and that's our dog.
She's normally running around when we're baking and cooking. So just a drizzle of the sourwood honey. I'm going to use some gloves.
What are you going to use the vanilla?
Huh?
Are you using the vanilla in this part, or are you going to use it in the apples?
It's going to go in apples.
Okay.
So normally I like to use my hands, but we're trying to...
Honey gets kind of sticky.
Honey gets sticky, and so it's okay if you have a little bit extra sugar or brown sugar. It's okay. No big deal.
Thumbs up, guys. Sorry. It's a big old thumb.
So I'm going to take the Bronut pieces and I'm going to put them in a half pan. Let me go ahead and put these in here. Hold on.
Continue. Okay. I'll start it again.
You did? Okay, so I'm going to put them in a half pan. We do have restaurant pans at home. Some people think that's crazy, but we do. It's what we're used to using. Okay, so I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit more of the...
We used to own restaurants. You got a lot of us left over.
Brown sugar and regular sugar. So we're going to toast these at 350. Convection bake. Okay, you're going to do... you're going to be able to do 350 if in a regular oven as well. You just might have to watch it and do it a little longer. So I'm going to put these in to bake, and we'll see you back in a minute. Hey guys, we're back. So the Bronut bread pieces are cooking in the oven. They're toasting up nicely. So we're going to work on the apple filling. And so I have our Bright Branch apples. They've been peeled, cored, and cut. So this is like a medium dice. They're kind of rough chopped. They're not really diced. Don't come at me because they're not perfect. So they're about a medium dice, but they are rough chopped. So I've got some unsalted butter in here. Pastry likes to use unsalted butter. There is some salted things, but you're going to, I've got maybe an ounce or so of butter in there. Gonna let it melt a little bit. Then I'm gonna add my apples.
And if you guys are going to be letting apples sit for a while before you cook them, you might want to put a little bit of tiny bit of lemon juice in there. The citric acid will keep it from turning brown.
And a little bit of water.
No.
So we are using our Cutie Pie Spice. So this is a clove forward pie spice. Has a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of clove, obviously. So I'm just gonna, well, I'll use our spoons. So when you buy our jars or packs, you get a 1/4 teaspoon. If you buy 2 packs or more, you get a spoon. If you buy a jar, you get a spoon. It is a 1/4 teaspoon, okay? So I'm gonna probably do about 2 of those, which would be a 1/2 teaspoon. I'll kind of taste it. So I'm gonna kind of let the butter coat the apples. The apples are gonna cook down. Okay, I'm also going to, we talked about Honeybee Bliss's creamed honey. So we're going to use about a 1/2 tablespoon of that.
That stuff is so good.
So creamed honey is used a lot in Europe, whereas like the more liquid honey is used here.
Now it will get liquidy if you leave it out too long, which is really, if you leave it out in the heat too long. But if it stays at room temp, it stays that cream consistency.
And this is the vanilla, homemade vanilla extract. Just gonna put a little bit in there.
Be careful if you're using an open flame, it will flame up.
It does have alcohol in it. It's not like imitation, so the honey, the butter, all the spices, you can see it's starting to thicken up. You're starting to get kind of like a sauce consistency. Okay. You want to keep moving your apples around the pan, so in case there's a hot spot on your stove, it doesn't burn or caramelize the honey or sugar, and it doesn't burn your spices since there are some in there. Okay. Okay guys, we're back. So our apples have cooked, have begun to cook down, so they're starting to get soft. You're going to continue cooking them kind of till you start to get it like a jelly texture almost.
The brown nuts are out of the oven. They're nice and toasty and crunchy.
So we have toasted those brown nuts, and those are going to be in the bottom of the parfait. And we're going to pull the apples off here in just a minute. We're going to let them cool because we don't want it to mess with the temperature of the yogurt. So we'll be right back. Hey friends, so we are back to assemble our parfait. So I'm using a mason jar. You don't have to use as big of a jar if you want to. You can use the 8-ounce jar if you want to. I just happen to have the pint jar. So we're gonna start with our toasted brown nuts.
They're kind of like a crumble anyways, right?
Yeah. So you're gonna kind of want to layer it in there in the bottom. Okay. Then I'm gonna take, I did need a spoon. Well, it's okay. We're gonna take our apples, and it's okay, we can use our hands, no big deal. So you're gonna wanna try and get mostly in the center of the jar. Okay, you're gonna try and get mostly in the center. It's gonna fog up because the apples are still warm. We tried to cool them off a little bit, but It's okay. We're at home. In a real kitchen, you wouldn't do this, but it's okay. So I added a little bit of vanilla to the yogurt. So you're gonna add some yogurt to the jar. Okay, so I did add some vanilla to our yogurt. And you're gonna try and layer it on top of your apples. It's okay if it gets on the side, it's no big deal. You want a nice layer of yogurt.
Just going down the cracks, it looks good.
Okay, then you're gonna layer some more of the brown nut crumble in the jar.
And those have been seasoned with our, others haven't been. This is brown sugar.
Yep. And I'm gonna put those bright branch apples. Kind of stuff them in there. Then we're gonna top with some more yogurt. Okay, and so we said that this was kind of a end of summer, beginning of fall dessert. So raspberries are a really big summer dessert.
This would be really good as a breakfast too if you leave it in the refrigerator overnight.
Oh, it would be.
The bread will get a little soggy, but it'll be okay.
Well, you kind of want the bread. That's why you can toast it a little bit longer. So we're going to use the Raspberry Fields jelly. So they do a really good job. It's a sweet and tart. So I'm going to do a couple teaspoons on top. Little, what?
Looks good.
A little squeeze of honey. Just add a little bit of sweetness to that raspberry.
I think you need a bigger jar.
I do think I need a bigger jar. And then I'm gonna find a really pretty brown nut and garnish it on top. So I'm gonna put 2 little pieces here. Pastry is all about garnish and presentation. So here is our parfait. Okay. So again, remember, you are going to participate in the Chef's Challenge, that you're going to see Underground Bakery, you're going to see Bright Branch Farms, Raspberry Fields. We will get you the name of the vanilla.
Chef Squared Co.
Chef Squared Co. for your Cutie Pie Spice. And don't forget to post your pictures so that you get the chance to win a $40 market gift card. So don't forget to come stop by and see us. We're at the Hendersonville Market every Saturday from 8 to 1. And we are at other markets. So make sure and follow us on Facebook, Instagram at Chef Squared Co. So you can always know where we are. Thanks, guys.